Díogh Carja. We are back today with our next lesson in this series of basic Irish grammar. Last time we discussed the present habitual in Irish, basically the do form. We were talking about Dimitri does talk, Adam does swim, and we learned essentially that there's two suffixes. One for the one syllable verbs, that was un, so kainchen Dimitri, ni snaven Adam, and there was another suffix too for the two syllable verbs. So instead of un, we had ion. So for example, we had branian Sarah Aaron telefish. Ni vranian Sarah Aaron sconan. She doesn't watch the film. So today, as I said, we're going to discuss the future, and it really works the same way as the present. They're almost indistinguishable. The only difference is, of course, the actual suffix. So if we think of English again here for a second, in English you say he will go, or he will watch, or he will talk. So we're using the same thing, this will, but we are attaching this will at the end of the verb, just like we attach the do at the end of the verb. So what is will in Irish? Well, there's two versions, as you may not be surprised by now. The first version is, and you can pronounce it slightly different depending on your dialect, but I tend to pronounce it as he, like H-E, he. But some dialects will pronounce it as ig, but I say he. So let's go back to our verb kainch. So now we just want to say Dimitri will talk. So kainch he, Dimitri. Adam will swim. Snav he, Adam. If you want to say Dimitri will not, so in Irish we would say will not, as much as they say won't, because we actually just negate the will. So if you say Dimitri will not talk, he won't talk. Ni kainchi Dimitri. So same idea, just like the present. Instead of ni kainchun Dimitri, he doesn't talk. Now we have he won't talk. Ni kainchi, ni snav he. And if we want to turn that to a question, so just like before, we have to eclipse the first letter in the verb. So it becomes on gainchi Dimitri. Will Dimitri talk tomorrow? On gainchi Dimitri Mark? Will Adam swim tomorrow? On snavi Adam Mark? Again, we can't eclipse the S. So just to recap very quickly, so it's the same as the present, but instead of using un, we're using he. He means will. Now, what about our two syllable verbs? So we have Sarah here, this is the verb we've been using, brani, to watch, brani. So we can't really do brani he, that doesn't work. So what we do is, like the present, we take away the ending, so we have now just bran. So we took away the e, so now we have bran, and we add ohi. So bran no he. So one syllable verbs, he, kind he. Two syllable verbs, ohi. But you have to take away the ending of the verb if it exists. So it's not brani ohi, branohi, branohi Sarah, Aaron telefish, amarach. And Sarah won't watch the television tomorrow. Ni, remember, you have to soften it here. Ni vranoi Sarah, Aaron telefish, amarach. And as a question, on mranoi Sarah, Aaron telefish, amarach. So this is on, and we take the eclipses. And there's that one more. We want to make it to a negative question, like won't Sarah watch television tomorrow? Knock Mranoi Sarah Aaron telefish amorach. I'm just going to go around the picture very quickly with a few verbs. So for example, will is eating, so the verb is I. This is actually irregular in the future, only in the future. So it becomes is, but then it operates the same. Is he? Isi will amorach. Will won't eat tomorrow. Ni isi will amorach. John is listening. The verb to listen just eisht. So John will listen. Eishti, John. And in Irish, you tend to listen with things. Very often in English, when you have to, like to talk to someone, to listen to music, Irish uses with. So we talk with someone, we meet with someone, you listen with music. So eishti, John, lekyo amar. Or ni eishti, John, lekyo amar. Anyway, that's the future tense in Irish. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're able to put it into action. Next, I'll be back with a lesson about the past. Hope you're enjoying them. Long live.